Dear beautiful and radiant viewers, welcome to episode 15 of Art and Dharma, where we will talk about the connections or interplay between art and Dharma. My name is Victor Gabriel and I am a lecturer at Sakya Buddha University in Santa Ana, California. You can reach me through my email awake.star.sky@gmail.com. In episode 15, I would like to discuss the VAJRA, their iconography, their role in Buddhist cosmology, their devotional practices and significance. In Tibetan Buddhism, the VAJRA or Doje in Tibetan is a crucial symbol and ritual implement, representing the impenetrable, immovable, and immutable, indivisible, indestructible, and unchangeable nature of enlightenment and our Buddha nature. The term VAJRA comes from the Sanskrit word for thunderbolt or diamond or mighty, symbolizing both the power and the indestructibility of the enlightened state. It is the paramount symbol of Vajrayana Buddhism, as it is the VAJRA in Vajrayana. It is a central element in Vajrayana Buddhism, often referred to as Tantric Buddhism, which emphasizes esoteric practices and direct experience of enlightenment. It symbolizes the practitioner's journey to their own enlightenment and the prefix to many VAJRA-named Buddhist deities. In the Mahayana, the term VAJRA also relates to stages of meditation known as Samadhi, which along with Bodhisattva practices such as are described in the Vajrachitika Sutra or the Diamond Cutter Sutra. In Buddhism, VAJRA can also refer to a geographic location, the Vajrasana or Bugaya, a bodily posture, Vajra Asana, more commonly known as the lotus posture, and a concentrated state, Vajra Samadhi. The VAJRA is typically depicted as a ritual object with a distinctive shape. It is a central sphere flanked by two spherical multi-pronged ends. This design not only signifies its powerful qualities, but also represents various concepts and principles. The spherical center represents the Dhammakaya, whereas the lotus outlines represent the 8 Bodhisattvas and their consorts. And finally, the 5 prongs represent the 5 Buddha families, or the Buddhas of the 5 directions. The VAJRA symbolizes several profound aspects of Buddhist philosophy, indestructibility. The VAJRA embodies the nature of ultimate reality, which is unchanging and eternal. Just as a thunderbolt can penetrate anything, the VAJRA represents the power of wisdom that can penetrate ignorance and delusion, revealing the true nature of reality. Compassion and wisdom. The dual nature of the VAJRA, which is sharp, pointed ends, represents the union of wisdom, prajna, and compassion, karuna. Wisdom cuts through the illusions of ignorance, while compassion ensures that this wisdom is applied with kindness and understanding. Skillful means. In Vajrayana Buddhism, the VAJRA is used as a symbol of skillful means, upaya. This refers to the adaptability, creative ways in which enlightened beings teach and guide others towards enlightenment, tailored to the needs and the capacities of different practitioners and different contexts. VAJRA in rituals and practice. The VAJRA is used in various rituals and practices within Tibetan Buddhism and other forms of Buddhism. Here are a few key uses. The VAJRA is often paired with the bell in rituals. The VAJRA symbolizes the male principle of method or compassion, and the bell represents the female principle of wisdom. Together, they symbolize the union of these principles and the attainment of enlightenment. Meditation and visualization. Practitioners use the VAJRA in meditation practices, visualizing as a tool for cutting through ignorance and illusion. In advanced practices, it is visualized as a means of embodying the enlightened qualities of the deity that is being meditated upon. The VAJRA is associated with specific mantras and prayers that invoke these powers. These mantras are chanted to harness the VAJRA's transformative effects in one's practice and life. Historical and cultural context. The VAJRA has ancient roots in Indian Buddhism, where it is used as a symbol of the power and permanence of the Buddha's teachings. It was adopted into Tibetan Buddhism when there was an immense time of cultural and spiritual exchange with India. In Tibetan Buddhism, the VAJRA has become deeply integrated into the various aspects of practice and ritual. It is used in Tibetan Thangka paintings, sculptures, and ritual implements, reflects its significance in the Tibetan spiritual tradition. The VAJRA is also prominent in the iconography of deities and meditative practices, illustrating its pervasive influence. The VAJRA is a profound and multifaceted symbol of Buddhism and of Tibetan Buddhism. It represents the unchanging, indestructible nature of enlightenment and serves as a powerful tool in ritual and meditation. It symbolizes wisdom and compassion and skillful means and underscores its role in guiding practitioners towards the realization of their true nature. Understanding the significance of the VAJRAs helps practitioners appreciate its role not as a ritual object, but as a profound symbol of transformative power of enlightenment. By embodying the qualities of the VAJRAs, practitioners can align themselves more closely with the principles of wisdom and compassion that are central to the Buddhist path. The VAJRA represents our Buddha nature, or Tathagarbha. In Sanskrit translates as the embryo of the Buddha or womb of the Buddha. It represents the intrinsic potential for enlightenment that exists within every sentient being. This concept suggests that all beings have the inherent capacity to achieve Buddhahood, which is the ultimate realization of enlightenment. Buddha nature is not merely a potential, but an essential quality that is present in all beings, obscured only by delusion and ignorance. Innate potential for enlightenment. At the core of Buddha nature is the idea that all sentient beings, however deluded, possess an innate quality of purity and wisdom. This innate, inherent nature is obscured by the defilements of ignorance, attachment, and aversion. but it is fundamentally pure and undefiled. The teachings emphasize that this nature is not something to be created or attained externally, but rather something to be revealed and realized. Emptiness and Buddha nature. In Mahayana Buddhism, the concept of Buddha nature is closely related to the doctrine of emptiness or shunyata. Emptiness refers to the lack of inherent independent existence in all phenomena. Buddha nature is considered to be the ultimate nature of all beings, an expression of emptiness and potential. This view posits that because all beings are empty of inherent nature, they have the potential to manifest ultimate truth or Buddhahood. In Mahayana Buddhism, Buddha nature is a foundational concept. Key texts such as the Buddha Nature Sutra or the Tathagata Sutra or the Angulimala Sutra expound on this idea. According to these texts, Buddha nature is present in everyone and is the potential to become a Buddha. Mahayana teachings emphasize that realizing this inherent nature requires wisdom and compassionate effort. For example, in Zen Buddhism, incorporates the concept of Buddha nature but emphasizes direct experience and personal realization over doctrinal exposition. Zen teachings assert that our true nature is already Buddha nature, and the goal to awaken to this truth is through meditation and direct insight. In Tibetan Buddhism, particularly in Dzogchen and Mahamudra traditions, Buddha nature is expressed through the teachings on the intrinsic nature of mind. The view is that mind's true nature is inherently pure, clear, and capable of realizing ultimate truth or Buddhahood. These practices in these traditions often focus on recognizing and resting in this primordial state. Realization of Buddha nature. Practices aimed at realizing Buddha nature typically involve meditation, ethical conduct, and the cultivation of wisdom and compassion. Meditation practices may focus on recognizing the nature of mind, or the emptiness of phenomena, the emptiness of mind, the emptiness of the I, and facilitating the direct experience of one's inherent purity. Ethical conduct and understanding. Embodying the Buddha nature also involves ethical conduct. Since all Buddhists possess the potential for enlightenment, acting with compassion and respect for others is seen as an expression of recognizing their Buddha nature. This ethical behavior helps to purify the mind and reveal the inherent nature more fully for the participants and for those of whom the activity is based. Compassionate activity. Compassionate activity is integral to the realization of Buddha nature. By engaging in acts of kindness, helping others, practitioners cultivate the qualities that are aligned with their Buddha nature. This not only benefits others, but also assists in the personal development and wisdom and compassion. Common misunderstandings of Buddha nature. One common misconception is that Buddha nature implies an automatic or inherent perfection that does not require effort. However, realization of Buddha nature requires active engagement in practice, ethical living, and the development of wisdom. Buddha nature is like a hidden treasure that needs to be uncovered through diligent effort. Another challenge is overemphasizing on theoretical understanding without practical application. While studying the concept of Buddha nature is important, direct experience and realization through meditation and practice are crucial for embodying this concept. Buddha nature represents the profound potential for enlightenment inherent in all beings. It underscores the idea that every sentient being has the capacity to achieve Buddhahood, and that potential is only obscured by ignorance and delusion. Understanding and realizing Buddha nature involves both theoretical insight and practical application, emphasizing meditation, ethical conduct, and compassionate activity. By recognizing and cultivating this innate potential, practitioners can move towards realization of their true nature and contribute to the greater good, embodying the qualities of wisdom and compassion that define the enlightened state. Today we have talked about the VAJRA, their iconography, their role in Buddhist cosmology, their devotional practices and significance. If you like this episode, please write to me at awake.star.sky@gmail.com. Tell me what you like, what you enjoyed, what you would like to see more of. You can also submit artwork that you want me to comment about. Thank you.